Hi there, welcome back here on Prime Morning, and it's still the month of March, celebrating Ghana, our history, our clothes, our dresses, our music, our food. Yes, our food. And speaking about food, we have our tozafi ready and served. But you know, it comes with accompaniment. You need to have a lot of meat in your tozafi if you're eating it. And so we're going to be talking about meat here on the show. But before that, the Fifi Coleman ticket is here. And so if you need a one for yourself, make sure you go to the National Theatre tomorrow, 4 p.m., 8 p.m. is the second showing, and grab your ticket for Women at Work. Okay, awesome. Now, Fred Anini is here with me, and he's the one in charge of our kebab that is ongoing at the other side. And the Mary kebab rough. But Charlie, everything cool?
Everything is fine.
Nice. So walk us through. You know, sometimes you need meat. You want to chew kebab. A lot of people chew kebab, especially when they go for events and all of that. Walk us through the preparation of it. What goes into it?
So actually, people think that doing kebab is just putting meat on sticks and then you are good to go. But then
a lot of us feel
you get it. They feel it's a very easy job to do, but then a lot goes into it. I mean, before you'd have to buy everything or all the ingredients you need. And then there are specific spices.
And our viewers can get it on our screen right now. So he's going to walk us through it so that, you can watch it from the screen right now. Yeah.
So as at now, my boys are working on some of the meats.
Okay.
For Chichinga boys, we grill gizzard, pork, beef, chicken, guinea fowl, duck, turkey. I mean, any meat that is legal.
Okay, legal.
Yeah, that is legal. That we can chew legal. In this country, you get it. Yeah, we grill everything. We grill on fire, on charcoal. We use the charcoal method in a grill. You get it. So that's how we go about it. So we go to the market. We buy the ingredients. I'm so fortunate to have my mom sell spices.
Oh, okay.
You get it. My mom does the spice. She has been selling for more than 23 years at Achimota Market. You get it. So she does the spices specially for me, and she mixes everything for me. You get it. So after we get the spices, we go to the butcher shop. We buy our meat, or sometimes we get it from the farm if we want it live, so that we kill it ourselves and then also prepare. So after that, we come to our workplace where we cut everything. We also need onions, vegetables as accompaniment and everything. We put the spices on the meat. We saute it first, put it around it, and then we leave it for some time, and then we cut them into pieces. You get it? We cut them into pieces.
So you don't put the spices on them when you cut them. You put it on the meat. Let me leave it something before you cut them.
So usually it's a little bit, so some salt and then some pepper around the meat. They'll leave for some time. Then we cut it and then
we put special reason why you do it that way?
So we put the spices in it. A little clarification: we cut the meat before putting the actual spices
on it. Okay.
We have two types of spices. We have we call one hot spice, and we call one the kebab pepper, which everyone knows, which is made of yaji. That's granite powder with some spices, hot spices. So we mix it. That one is a bit mild. And we have the very hot spices that we put before we put the yaji on it. So the hot spice makes the meat very, very sweet, makes it very juicy. That one has a lot of pepper, much more spices. So we put that on the meat and wait. We let it wait for a while before
it goes on the.
We put it on the sticks, and then when we put one on a cube, then we put an onion, slice of onion, and we put a cube. Sometimes green peppers or bell peppers. You have bell peppers. We add it to it. You get it, and then we put, after arranging them on the sticks perfectly, it goes on the fire.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll continue from the fire. So that's, Anini speaking to us on how it is prepared. So we've gotten to know how they get the meats, the spices, what comes first and all of that. So once it's on the stick and the spices are on it, then it means it's ready to go on fire. So we're currently, doing that on the other side. So you've seen footages of that processes ongoing right now on your screens is what we're doing. Now on the other side, the tool is ready. It is served. The tool is ready. Say that for me. It is served. The tool is ready.
KMJ is just super excited about the fact that the tozafi is ready and served. But before we get onto it, and so you know that Joy Prime TV is the home for telenovelas. And so we have two telenovelas coming your way pretty soon. The Rich Also Cry and Until We Meet Again. The Rich Also Cry and until we meet again. The titles are already, you know, very attractive. And so stay tuned for so much more when it comes to the world of telenovelas right here on Joy Prime TV. Now let's get back into our Tiozafi preparations. Everything is set. Everything is done. And so, yeah. Some were dished out.
Yes, here do I can't
yeah, I'm excited about. You have no idea.
Like, can I go and eat it? Can I go and eat it?
Exactly. Because like I can't be standing here and then just watching the prepare and then literally salivating. Like it's not fair. And so, by God's grace, we are done. And this is how it's looking. So apparently, some people want the Tiozafi served with Kusiani Meku. And so,
I love eggs, so that's a good one.
The camera to come in closely to the food, yes. So I can see meat, yemadia, yes, and you can see the Kusiani Meko in there, right? That's it. And then there's tuna as well, the ayoyo soup and the red oil stew. It's about to go down. Okay, so our ladies who helped us in knowing how to prepare Tiozafi today are from Muna Tiozafi. She doesn't only prepare Tiozafi, she prepares wachi as well. And so Sheba, Patience, how can we get Muna Tiozafi? How can we reach you? Can you put your number out there, social media platforms, put it out there for our viewers?
Okay, so Muna Tiozafi on IG, Twitter, Snapchat, Muna Tiozafi 21, and our phone numbers are 059 155 8588. 059 155 8588.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for teaching us how to prepare Tiozafi from scratch. And so I am handing over to KMJ right now because the
Chichinga boys are in the studio. Yeah. We got Chichinga. Chichinga. I love Chichinga. So you can see on the screen right now, preparation of Chichinga. It's on fire. So this is let us know, this is how long does it stay on the fire?
So it stays on the fire for 5 minutes first, then it goes again for an extra 10 minutes, so roughly 15 to 20 minutes it should be done on the fire. But then the sausages take roughly 5 to 10 minutes. Then we are done.
Why does it? Okay, I don't know. If that's
the sausage, like the preparation of the sausage, it's usually pre-cooked, a bit cooked, so it comes out.
So it doesn't have to
be on the fire
for that long.
Yes, if it stays on the fire for long, it becomes very hard and very crispy, and it has to be juicy and
But the Chichinga, because it's fresh, so it's more like you're cooking it on that fire.
Exactly.
Okay. So at what point do you see that it's ready? Like this is like it's been on fire for 20 minutes. It looks good.
Yeah, as for the ghost.
It's for the the ghost.
They will tap you on your shoulder.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like,
is that spiritual?
I'm telling you. So
no, I'm excited.
You'd have to because it's a time duration.
Okay, hold on. Do you say a certain prayer before you put it on fire?
Oh no, actually I'm Christian, so aside our daily routine.
So which Christian gods are going to be touching your shoulder?
Don't worry. As for that one, the ghosts in my house.
Oh, so I mean you're a Christian, but that aspect is also there. So you get to also communicate with them.
You get it.
That is special to you.
You know, there's this meme about how you know if the salt is right for the rice.
Exactly.
And they're like, you keep on adding the salt till the ghosts tell you it's okay. So if it's on the fire and then we know that it's done. You get it. If it's
you don't necessarily have to taste it.
Yes.
You just know technically.
Yes, you know that it's done. You know it's done. Yeah, we only taste to check whether it's okay. Is it sweet? Is it nice? Has it got into the expectation that we want? You get it. So if it's on the fire from 15 to 25 minutes, we know that it's in its ready stage. So we should be getting it off the fire, else it gets burnt. Get it.
I see. So where do you sell? Where can people find what you do?
Actually, we don't have a spot yet. As in a spot where we grow and sell. We do events. Yes. If you have an outdooring, you have a wedding,
ceremony. If you are doing
any party
marriage.
at all. a meet and greet, any party at all, or even if you want us to grill at your houses, we come there with our own equipment and then we grill for you. But then we are currently at Kwabinya. That's where our workspace is. Yes, we work in the kitchen at Kwabinya. You get it.
Okay, all right. So I love sausage, but you know it comes with some perception about people feeling that sausage is not beneficial in any way, it's not nutritious. Why do we even choose sausage, grandpa, and all of that? Do you have any reason? Do people tell you why they choose when they are buying sausage?
So with the sausages in particular, there was a time back, there was this video about how sausages
I remember that
being
video
made,
too.
and then it scared a lot of people. Actually, those were foreign videos, and then we buy our sausages.
It was not true?
It is true. Okay. Yeah, but those are foreign sausages.
Oh, okay.
You get it. And we have this man we buy from, Bino Sausages. You get it. He has a place at Kaswa, on the Kaswa route. They do the sausages very well.
Here in Ghana.
Here in Ghana here. It's very hygienic and then it's very nice too. You get it. So as for the processes involved in making the sausage, I don't know much about it, but I know very well that...
But it's not as bad as people make it look.
Yes, it's not even bad at all. It's not bad at all. Just as they say, too much of everything is bad. So you shouldn't want to be eating a lot of meat. You get it.
So let's look at it. I mean, I don't know about any southern person, but whenever you mention meat, Northerners want to take credit for it. I've had friends from the northern region who tells them, "Yeah, they pen and pa, you win and pa." Is there a particular reason, or it's because it's in abundance when you go to that place?
Yes, exactly. So in the north, one of our occupations is the animal farming, rearing of livestock. So my father, for instance, goes to the north every festive occasion to bring down livestock. So goats, sheep, and everything. You get it. So we have it a lot. We have a lot of livestock. We have a lot of animals too. So and then one of the ways we cook our meat is on fire, directly on fire. You get it. So grilling meat is part of our culture a bit. You get it. So that's how come you see most of the Northerners grilling meat, and because they are also good with it, the skill is there. You grow up preparing meat directly on fire, so you are used to it and everything. That's why majority of we Northerners.
So this is your profession. Is it making you money? Is it lucrative enough?
Yeah. So the Chichinga business, actually we started 3 years ago, and then we became very serious at it this year. We've been doing events. The downside of it has to do with the fact that when we are transporting our things to events, you get it. It costs a lot. It costs a lot, and then after everything, you find out that even the profits that you are making, it's not that enough to cover for all the expenses. But it's okay. People chew meat a lot in this country, especially during festive occasions. So if it's a big occasion, we make money. You get it? Yeah, we make some good amounts of.
It's better than not doing anything.
It's better than not doing anything.
Yeah, as much as progressively you'll be moving from one stage to the other, it's best that you stay on that than saying that, oh, okay, that's big money, so I'm not even going to do it.
You get it. So there are times where it goes on very well, and there are times where you can even run at a loss. Yeah, you can even run at a loss.
Which comes with the job.
It comes with the job. Yeah. You know, I mean, there are downsides to everything.
But you love to do it.
Exactly. You know, from primary, we used to do catering, home econs practical. I remember very well that I would choose to do Chichinga.
Oh.
You get it? I would choose to do Chichinga.
Then yours is more like a calling, no? I mean, he was called to do this, and you teach me, right?
Yes,
okay, I want to learn.
Yes,
I want to learn.
Yes, if you learn, you
I want to learn. When I'm not on TV, I'll just look for some gig.
Exactly.
And then you can
imagine.
You
also do it. You invite me, and then we do it together.
I don't mind at all.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's business. I don't mind at all. So we'll definitely do it. Now that's Fred and Nini, and he's actually from Chichinga Boys. He's been talking to us how exactly Chichinga is prepared. We've walked you through the process. You know exactly how it is done. Right here in our studio, at the other side, it's been prepared. We're going to finish it very soon. I'm sure we're going to be chewing some of them here on the show. But we're still reminding you, make sure that on Monday, you make your way to the Celestial Praise. Celestine Donko is making that happen, and it's hugely supported by Joy Entertainment. So make sure you go through Dominion Sanctuary at Awoshi. That's where the whole concert is happening. And it's been 10 years of experiencing God's grace, and there's going to be a lot of testimony, so you need to make sure you're there. MOG will be performing PCS. We've got Javais also coming through. We have a musician all the way from Kenya, Nigeria, and then, Obapa Christie, and everybody that will give you that anointing that you need. So make sure that you go through. It's 60 Ghana cedis and 100 Ghana cedis for double, and VIP. There's also 100 Ghana cedis. Go grab your ticket, and let's see you on Monday. It's a holiday. We start at 4 p.m., so come early so we can close early for us to go to work. Now, on Saturday tomorrow, Fifi Coleman and the girls will be in action. It's Women at Work, and it's happening at the National Theatre. It's 4 p.m. and so you need to go there and enjoy the very best of it. It's second show when it's 8 p.m. So please make sure that you go and check it out. Now, we've got 2 telenovelas that are showing till we meet again, and there's another special one. We'll get that for you as well. So till we meet again is a new telenovela that is showing. So please make sure that you check them out on Joy Prime TV, The Ultimate Experience, and you'll never regret it. We give you nothing but the very best. So throughout this month, folks, we're excited about it. We're very, 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 looking forward to great things happening here on this channel. Follow us on social media, on Joy Prime TV, on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. Our WhatsApp line is always active, so you can send us your messages and let us know what you think about what we're, trying to do over here as we celebrate Ghana. Now, on Monday, the independence celebration will be happening in the Volta region at Daklu Tressa. That's where it's going to be happening. So please make sure that you're also, doing something Ghanaian to mark the day and the celebration. We're going to be here to celebrate it. We're going to make sure that we give you everything you need when it comes to that. All right, so we're going to be wrapping up in a bit right here on the show. Take a quick breather. When I come back, we're done for today.